Card magic has made me a better father, developing my routines, taught me patience and how to pay attention. Insights that Dad uses every day. And besides, my kids love my magic, so my love of my kids and my love of magic go together. I work hard to create unique tricks. There's research involved, experimentation, even danger. I destroyed thousands of cards figuring out tonight's effect, and I spent hundreds of hours testing it. There's nothing I won't do to make a great trick. When you're performing magic, you hope to fool your audience as part of it. It would mean a lot to me to fool Penn and Teller tonight, and I think I can. Magic's supposed to be playful, and reaching the kid in them brings out the kid in me.
Jimmy Ichihana.
Thank you so much, Penn, Teller, Brooke. Absolute pleasure to be here. I'm going to share a piece that was first created in the early 1600s, and one that magicians have been performing ever since. Even the big-name magicians of our times, Penn and Teller, Copperfield, David Blaine, have all put their spin on this trick and performed it on television. It's the rising card, and the idea is quite simple. A card is chosen, and then from the pack, that'll rise out of the pack. And we're gonna do this 3 different times in 3 different ways. So, Brooke, if you would help me out here.
Sure.
Can you take one for me?
Yes.
Please, just take one. Wonderful, and, well, here, Penn, if you could take one for me as well.
Sure thing.
Thank you so much.
Oops, I took 2.
Yeah, your choice. Wonderful. And, Teller, if you would, well, actually, you know what, Teller, for you, if you would, can you just think of one for us? You take a look, can you see one for us? You've got one in mind? Wonderful. And let's see here. Penn, we'll start with you to begin with. Brooke, we're going to save yours for the very end, okay? So, Penn, for you, if you would, I'll take yours back.
Okay, sure.
Thank you so much. You'll remember that for us? You did get a peek at it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
yeah.
good. We can try again if not. The idea of this trick is quite simple, though. So, Penn, you just have to give us the name of your card, and then your card will try to rise out of the pack. So what card did you select?
3 of hearts.
The 3 of hearts is a good choice. So the 3 of hearts, we just say the name 3 of hearts, and little by little, one card will start to rise out of the pack. One card, you see a little movement already. There's no wires, no magnets. One card starts to move above the rest, rising out of the pack little by little. That's in the center of the pack, and that is, Penn, your 3 of hearts. Oh, thanks. Now, of course, this is a classic. This is the classic version of it. But for Fool Us, I figured, well, we need more height. And so I brought with us, this is a standard 8-foot fiberglass stepladder. We're gonna kind of isolate the cards in the box, and we're gonna be using the stepladder to help us out. Already, Teller, you have a pad of paper there. If you could take that pad of paper, go ahead and take the marker cap off for us. Kind of balance it up here. And if you could write down the name of your card, big and bold, and you can show it to me so we can make sure the cameras can see it and everyone at home can see it as well. So whatever the card, it's important to remember here that Teller didn't actually take a card out. He just looked and thought of one for us. I don't even want to say it because Teller writing it down is just like him saying it out loud. So as soon as he says it, one card will start to rise out of the pack. If we're lucky, one card comes out of the pack. Clear that my hands are empty. One card. That would be Teller's 8 of hearts. Now, here's the thing. I worked on the ladder version for a long time, and I love it. But for Fool Us, we need more height. And so we took a pack of cards and a camera, and we strapped them to a weather balloon. We tethered that to the top of the Rio. Can we go ahead and can we get that feed now? Floating above the Rio, we have a weather balloon. That's a 4.5-foot balloon filled with 100 cubic feet of helium, bobbing along in the skyline there. Brooke, for the first time, what card did you choose? You can tell us for the very first time.
Queen of Diamonds.
The Queen of Diamonds. The Queen of Diamonds. Can we go ahead and can we get the feed from inside the payload, from inside the box? Because we say Brooke's card, the Queen of Diamonds, one card will start to rise out of the pack above the rest. One card, Brooke chose the Queen of Diamonds. That's the Queen of Diamonds. It's over 50 stories over the ground. Friends, that's the world's highest rising card. Wow,
Jimmy Ichihana, everyone. Wow. Jimmy.
Thank you so much.
Okay, I've seen a lot of things on this show. How on earth, or how off of earth, I should ask, do you prepare for a trick like this?
Ooh, this trick has been a long time in preparation. So I'm down in Orlando, and even from our front porch, we can see when they launch space shuttles. So it had been, my dad would point out to me, he's like, oh, has anyone done anything like way up in the sky? And we're like, oh, that's a really fun idea. And so
Have you ever seen a trick like that?
No. I think this is unique in the end, in the sense there that I haven't seen one exactly like this. And yeah, in preparation for this, we launched 3 of these. 1 landed in the Gulf of Mexico. 2 landed in the swamps in Florida, because I'm down in Florida, and so finding the space to do it is a nightmare.
It sounds like you'll do anything for your magic, won't you, Jimmy?
Yeah, trying to do whatever I can to make the magic happen.
Okay, it looks like they're ready. Let's go to Penn and Teller.
I think we are. You know, Jimmy, you did a very good and a very bad thing. You picked a trick that Teller absolutely loves. He loves rising cards. He studies them all the time, and that means he's going to love your trick. He's going to think about it a lot, and he's also going to know a little bit. And as you pointed out, we have done versions of the rising card, and I want to say, you know, and that one great prop, just a ladder, really is a beautiful stage picture, but there's a rule in magic that's not a rule in magic. And the rule that's repeated all the time is never do the same trick twice. Well, you can do the same trick 3 times if you accomplish it a different way every single time. That's the way to do tricks multiple times, and that ends up actually making the trick stronger and stronger, because you eliminate one method with the other method with the other method and so on. And you did that beautifully. And taking the whole thing outside the theater is just terrific. You know, you got a card trick that's the biggest trick we've had on the show. Just wonderful, just terrific. And I slipped in a few little things, but not enough to really count. Just barely scraping the tip of the iceberg, which is not a cliche. It's just a random thing I said. Scraping the tip of the iceberg is not something anyone says. It's a nonsense thing from someone who doesn't clearly understand the language or is maybe having a stroke. But I want to ask you, Jimmy, a question, and that is, do you trust us that we know how it was done? Do you trust us on that?
I do.
Okay. Thanks, because it's a wonderful routine.
Thank you so much.
It's just beautiful, and I don't want to give up anything.
No, you're good. You're good. I appreciate you both so much. Thank you for that.
Thanks a lot, man.
You didn't fool them, Jimmy, but boy, that was the highest trick I've ever done. That was amazing. Thank you.
so much.
Thanks for coming to play with us. Jimmy, Ichihana, everyone.